Hello and welcome to Spectrum 360. I'm Sarah DiNatale. To start off this week's broadcast, our Amanda Lowe has the latest on McCarley Gardens, a low-income housing complex with a prime location near UB's budding medical campus.
Thanks, Sarah. On September 25th, UB officials said the university is no longer planning on buying McCarley Gardens, a low-income housing complex located next to the construction of the Buffalo Niagara Medical Campus. The UB Foundation helps the university with property purchases and was planning on buying McCarley Gardens for $15 million from St. John Baptist Church, the owner of the complex. After this initial news, residents were concerned they would have to be relocated out of McCarley Gardens, but now the community is excited to be able to stay in their homes. Patricia Morrison has been living in McCarley Gardens for the past 8 years. She is pleased that the complex will be able to keep the community that has developed here. She said, "When you separate these people, you separate their family." Lorraine Chambley, president of the McCarley Gardens Tenant Association, acknowledges there is a chance for the property to be bought again. She is trying to reestablish the tenant association so the neighborhood has a stronger voice in any future potential sales. For Spectrum 360, I'm Amanda Lowe.
Thanks, Amanda. The Bulls were on the road this weekend to play Bowling Green in Ohio. The team had a narrow loss against the Falcons. Our Spectrum sports editors were there to cover the game.
Hi, yes, my name is Owen O'Brien, and I'm here with Tom Dinky after Buffalo's 36-35 loss to Bowling Green on Saturday night. After a high-scoring first half, both teams' defenses really seemed to step up in the second part of the game. Buffalo held a 5-point lead coming down the stretch in the fourth quarter, and senior kicker Pat Clark had the opportunity to extend the lead to 8, but Buffalo missed the field goal wide right, and Bowling Green drove down the field to score what was eventually the game-winning touchdown. Tom, what changed after that missed kick?
Well, the kick would have gave Buffalo an 8-point lead. Bowling Green was able to come right down the field afterwards. They scored in 4 plays, 40 seconds, actually drove 80 yards in that span, so it really changed the momentum of the game. Buffalo actually did get the ball back, and Devin Campbell was able to return it out past the 50-yard line, and Buffalo only needed a field goal to win. Fortunately, the Bulls weren't able to get it done, which effectively ended the game.
Buffalo drops to 3-3 after this loss and 1-1 in MAC competition. Buffalo had the opportunity to kind of avenge loss from last season against Bowling Green, but was unable to in this chilly, wet evening in Bowling Green, Ohio. For Tom Dinky, I'm Owen O'Brien.
Thanks, guys. You may be familiar with the Tonawanda Coke incident that led to $12.5 million in fines due to extensive pollution, but have you heard about the Citizen Science Community Resources and its UB affiliation? Our Emma Janicki has more.
Thanks, Sarah. I'm sitting here with Andrew Baumgartner, a senior nuclear medicine and psychology major here at UB. He's also the high school program director of Citizen Science Community Resources, which is a grassroots community organization that's dedicated to helping citizens find out what pollutants are in their soil. And he's going to tell us a little bit about the meeting that was held on September 30th with members of Citizen Science Community Resources and the University at Buffalo, so we can find out what's going on with the group right now.
So last Tuesday we had a meeting. We had both speakers from Citizen Science Community Resources as well as professors from UB who plan on collaborating together to do 2 potential studies in the town of Tonawanda. The first one would be a soil study, which would be 2 years long, where we would do a broad brush soil sampling initiative of the town of Tonawanda as well as parts of Grand Island, to try to look for different contaminants and air pollution, air deposition, I should say, in that side of the town of Tonawanda. In addition to that, there's also a potential health study where the UB School of Public Health will be following what they would like to. The School of Public Health would like to follow 38,000 residents to look at a long-term health effect of living in the area.
Do they have residents already interested in partaking in the study?
Yeah, there are. In both the soil study that we're looking at, Citizen Science Community Resources is kind of spearheading the whole community organization aspect of it. So we're trying to find residents who would be willing to have their soil tested at their yards, as well as for residents who would be interested in being enrolled in a health study.
Thanks, Emma. And thank you for tuning in this week. Be sure to check out UBspectrum.com for the latest full-circle University at Buffalo news. For Spectrum 360, I'm Sarah DiNatale.